everyone, good morning. So today we are going to talk about the medieval period. So what happened to the literary works in the medieval period? So medieval period, also known as the Middle Ages, was a time in European history that lasted from 5th to 15th centuries. It also began with the fall of Western Roman Empire and ended with a transition to the Renaissance. So in the medieval period, there are five key events. First is the feudalism, the second is the Christianism, the third is the urbanization, the fourth one is art, and the last one is literature. So what is feudalism? So here in medieval period, feudalism is the rise of feudalism, a systematic and political and economic organization. So that is feudalism. Next is Christianity. So the spread of Christianity in the medieval period and the constructions of the cathedral. The third one is the urbanization. So the growth of cities as centers of learning, commerce, and government. And the fourth one is the art, the creation of illuminated manuscripts, frescoes, and mosaics. And the last one is the literature, the creation of stories and songs by troubadours. So, what the other characteristic in the medieval period? First, it increased the religious conflict. The second, the spread of the plague. The third is the emergence of Europe as a distinct cultural unit. And the last one is the establishment of monasticism as the ideal form of the religious life. The term Dark Ages also is the period was sometimes called Dark Ages. As I've said earlier, the medieval period is also known as Dark Ages by the Renaissance historians because its slower economic and scientific development. However, the Middle Ages were also a time of great political upheaval and violence, which led to the foundation of many European countries. There are some notable of medieval literature that is still read and studied today. Some of these famous works include um, Dante's The Divine Comedy of Dantes, the Canterbury of Geoffrey Chaucer's, or the epic poem that we all know, the story of Beowulf. The medieval literary period is the time from about 500 to 1500 CE, when many literary works were written in Europe. This period is known as the Middle Ages, right? The period is known as the Middle Ages. So there are the themes, key characteristics again with another with the medieval period, such as themes, the language, the genre, and the transmission. When we see themes, it is mostly the medieval period is the mostly themes of the literary works is religious stories, moral teaching, romantic love, chivalry, and heroic deeds. So that is some of the key themes of the literary of the Middle Ages. The next is the language. The language that the medieval um, period writers used in creating the literary is such as Latin, French, English, and other vernacular language. So, what are the genres that the medieval period literary have? So the genre is the poetry, drama, romance, epic prose, histories, religious treatises, and legal texts. So what is the transmission? Um, how they um, how they transmit their literary through an oral transmission. The story began to be recorded. So, the notable works of settlers such as the Beowulf, the Canterbury Tales, and another was being published during the medieval period. So, the medieval literary period can be broken down into sub-periods, such as the Old English and the Middle English. So, literary influences is the literature of the medieval period was influenced by Christianity, which was the dominant religious culture at that time. So, other facts about medieval period is that the medieval period was a time of war, famine, and disease. However, many valuable works of literature, philosophies, and inventions were also produced during this time. Thank you for listening, everyone. That is all about the medieval period and their literary um, works during that period. Thank you and God bless.